Alrighty then. As usual, I am Akuma, the DM, and if you like our content, please like, subscribe, comment, let us know how you feel. Join us on Discord. You'll find the link down in the description. And with that, I think we can get back into our story. So, last time, you guys were talking with the Silver Dragon, Kaft.
We learned about eggs.
Oh, you're about to learn about a lot more than that.
We learned many things, including how very potent the dragon eggs are. I wasn't actually expecting to get answers about that.
I pull out from the bag of holding and I lay it down on the ground without touching it. The sword of Kyber, Sanguis.
Dragon eyes it curiously. What do you present me with now?
When
It says it was born
her,
down there,
then she will.
and it drinks of the blood.
Let's
So
go. When say yes.
lovingly of the blood that you just made into a demon.
Such a thing is contrary to my nature. Have you discovered a way to destroy it?
I have not.
Well then, perhaps I'll see a way. Any cast a levitate spell on it and levitates it over to a shelf and sets it down.
Okay.
Now, that being dealt with, I do assume you guys have lots of questions.
Here.
Yes.
Well, as it seems the day wanes on, I shall do us all a favor. Makes a few gestures and casts a spell. And he actually casts the Hero's Feast spell.
Princess.
I raise an eyebrow.
Oh my god, some actual good food! I don't know if the hero's feast is instantaneous. I just know that it'll take a long time to eat. I just assumed the food just naturally became. Hero's feed is out.
Mm.
Oh my god! It's been forever since we last had something this grandiose. You guys probably eat like this all the time.
Okay, you guys actually are going to get 12 temporary hit points.
Hey.
So, all right. All right. So, um,
Takes an hour to eat.
yeah. It cures you of all diseases and poisons. Become immune to poison and the frightened condition, as well as all wisdom saving throws are made with an advantage.
Ooh.
Your maximum hit point is also increased by 2d10, and you regain the same number of hit points. The effect lasts for 24 hours.
Into poison and being frightened. Two D10, so we'd have to roll. Oh, come on.
I still really better than both of you.
Yay, 5 temporary HP. Better than last time.
So, Kaft takes a seat at the table, keeps up what looks like a bit of tea, begins sipping on it. So, while we eat, ask away.
Where did you learn how to make food like this?
Well, it is but a spell.
But where did you pick it up at?
All things are possible with enough knowledge.
You, sir, are cryptic, I say as I wave a chicken leg at him.
I did not write down anything I was supposed to ask.
God, this food is so delicious. August, you're like the most prominent one of us all. Do you eat? Did you, when you were growing up, did you ever eat anything like this? Ever? Don't forget your microphone is muted. As I'm pointing at people with the drumstick, trying to get their attention. Oh, pass me the mashed potatoes. I want to see what those taste like. They look like clouds.
Were you one of the dragons? The giants.
That is beyond my age. Perhaps I should tell you why I have brought you here.
Yes. And more so, why the egg? Or you might have told me, but we forgot. At least I forgot.
The egg? What about the egg?
Why was it sent to us in the first place?
It was part of the that Black Dragon's horde.
Hey, do you think that black dragon gave birth to that egg?
No.
Got any idea of how he got his hands on that egg?
Well, given his position, it's likely that he mated and then potentially killed and or consumed the meat.
Wait, if you dragons are so powerful, do you have your own worshippers?
In a way, some of the council hold human servants.
So back on subject. What was the reason for summoning us here?
Ah, yes. He takes another sip of his tea, raises a hand, and gestures at the center of the table, and produces the effect of essentially like a minor illusion. And you see a space and these globes and this odd colored sort of almost fluid flowing around these orbs, and there are little connections between the orbs. He points to the orbs and says, "These are the crystal spheres, originally designed by the overgod Eo. They contain within them," and you see the illusion change, and it like zooms in on one of the orbs, and you can see a series of stars and planets that exist within it. These contain the realm space of different worlds. And then it zooms back out, and you see the image from before. And he says, "The space between the crystal spheres contains the effluvium. It is a dangerous thing to travel between the crystal spheres, but it is possible."
Hello, peasants.
Hello, Enzu.
Sorry about
Anzu, pass me the mashed potatoes! This guy's telling us a
I'm
story!
throwing him some mashed potatoes.
Yes!
And he points at a space between two of the crystal spheres. It zooms in again, and you see a small ship traveling between the two. He says, "These are spelljammers. Special craft able to travel between the crystal spheres."
I have a sneaking suspicion we're gonna end up on one of those.
look like.
Oh my god. Yeah, no. I bet you we're gonna end up turning into pirates and riding through the whatever he said to these crystal spheres.
The space between them is the crystal spheres are dangerous in their own right. They have things that lives in it. But some time ago, as you all may already know, lies the legend of the creation of Eberron. Some millions of years ago, the three great dragons, Eberron, Sybaris, and Kyber, came from one of these crystal spheres and traveled to Eberron and created a new realm space. And as you can see, he points to one of the crystal spheres that's actually set aside from the others. And during that time, the three progenitor dragons created the 13 planes of existence, including the material plane. And then, as happens with most of our kind, Kyber became greedy and wished to rule over the material plane and struck at Sybaris, killing him. Eberron bound Kyber in her coils and created the soil that we now walk on. Sybaris' blood struck the soil and created the Coatls, and later our own kind, the dragons. When that age ended, came the age of the demons. Some 10 million years ago, Kyber birthed these fiends. The Coatls and the dragons struggled against them for what seemed like aeons.
So these axolotls, they sound powerful.
Coatls.
Waddles. Stuff in my mouth, by the way. Do you think we have to face them at all? Like, we're safe, right?
The Coatls, being themselves immortal beings, alone knew that the immortal beings that were the original overlords, the first children of Kyber, knew that they could never truly win the war against them. And it was about this time that a Coatl and a blue dragon discovered the Draconic prophecy. It is a strange thing to observe. Written here, written there, written in the stars. but his power and what I seek, what all of us of the chamber seek to ensure it comes to pass. After studying the Draconic prophecy, the Coatls sacrificed their immortal essence and became the silver flame, the barrier which holds back the demonic overlords. But it was then, sometime later, that a greater enemy invaded the material plane and now threatens our existence. Before we move on, is there anything else you need to know?
Well, I'm wondering if. Well, I'm not the brightest tool in the shed, you know what I mean? I'm wondering if August knows anything about the prophecy that you're talking about. Because I'm sure the prophecy is not going to be all that big, bad, gloomy. I mean, what does it foresee? Like some heroic champion slaying a powerful enemy or something?
It is possibilities. But one thing I wish to ensure is that the world endures. Something is out there, and it is trying to press its way into the material plane.
Well, they're going to have a hard time doing that. We have some of the strongest men in the world. Just look at them. You got August and Baca right here. They'll kick its ass.
Wondering if this has anything to do with my brother.
The prophecy has told us about a rising of those who bear the power to resist. And he gestures at the group. I have been thinking that that is you.
Wait, hold up. Are you saying that we're gonna have to. We're the last line of defense against the end of the world?
It could be so.
Baka's gonna look around and scratch his head like, I don't think I like that.
I think I just lost my appetite. No, wait, it's still there. Nom 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 nom. Well, guys, I guess we gotta stop the end of the universe.
Now, Anzu, he turns over to you and says, "You mentioned a brother."
I have a brother that seems to be controlled by some essence of sorts. and was told to seek the dragon's help to free him from it.
Yes. I believe I might be able to help. We shall see. Is there anything else?
Yeah, can we take a spell scroll? Like, so
Could
that
we-
we can, the reason for the spell scroll is I want to take this food to go. Can you whip us up a spell scroll that allows us to summon this whenever we want?
He says, yes. And he gestures at a nearby bookcase. One floats over towards him. He hands it to Baka.
Baka's gonna take it in his hands.
Yes, Baka, you baker, you! You bake us up the best food.
I don't know about baking.
So this threat is in between worlds, not so much in any particular world.
It seems to be sealed away. I would like to take you to someone who could explain more.
Well, we'll get to that after this turkey is all eaten.
So we
Have
couldn't
you tried this turkey yet?
I should have Eldritch Blast at Memi.
Hey!
And then I look
Come
back to
on,
the
we're
dragon.
talking over food here. Eat your food.
So we couldn't plane shift to any particular place and be instantly there.
The enemy is strong. You have strength that needs to be gained. For now, it remains sealed away. But it strains at its bonds.
So wait. If this big bad evil guy, we'll call him BBEG for short. If B-Bag is all sealed up right now, who's gonna unseal him?
Do not think that his power cannot reach any of us. But it does have followers here.
Baka's gonna put a hand to his nose and just say, "Not it, not me."
You know what, Baka? If you won't do it, I will. I'm just gonna throw a bread roll at him.
I'm gonna snatch it out of the air with my mouth. Just ow.
Yes. So you're telling me he's got
But I see
followers.
that I'll
They're
take a
gonna
piece
try
of
to free
bacon
him,
and also throw at Baka.
and we have to stop his followers and crush him.
We will have to see what can be accomplished.
Well, whether we succeed or fail, whatever may come of this, I'm fine with.
I guess echoes. Yes. Look at if that bacon's coming towards me, I'm gonna eat it. Ah. It's like there's just like 2 or 3 children sitting at this table while the adults are talking.
I'm just standing off to the side, just arms crossed, leaning up against the wall.
Yeah. Stop showing off that you don't have to eat.
Oh yeah, he can't participate in the feasts.
Well,
Warforged can't eat, so he can't get the effects.
I'm pretty sure they can eat,
He can.
but they don't need to.
Yeah, exactly. I had a little handful of it.
I'm eating as well.
Enzu, I've got a question. Is your stomach a refrigerator?
Well, I can eat you, and you can find out.
I want to climb in your stomach.
That's an idea.
I just softly chuckle as I turn back to continue listening.
So, Kaft speaks up and says, "We will have to travel tomorrow.
Do we have any guarantees that no matter the outcome, we won't be putting the world at harm?"
Yeah, that's a good question.
That it is.
Everything is hinged on decisions. We must be very careful how we proceed.
Sounds good. So what next?
Well, I say we finish this food and start prepping for the future. We're gonna ride in space.
I have prepared some chambers.
Hey,
You
you're
may.
not gonna peek on me, are you?
I have no taste for the flesh of mortals.
What do you mean? I just didn't want to. I didn't want you to peek on me while I was doing my meditation. I'll be perfectly safe. What's this about flesh? You're not gonna eat me, are you?
No, he just said that he wouldn't.
You're looking at me like I'm a piece of leg, aren't you?
No, he's looking at you like you're an idiot. Because you are one.
Compared to a dragon, yes, I am.
So, before we depart, you may rest here. Now then, Enzu, if you have something that is close to your brother, it would be helpful.
Let me see for a moment.
Can I use my insight to detect his motives?
I suppose.
I hate myself for even asking.
Who? My motives?
Not yours, the dragon's.
Well, you should. I mean, okay, kidding.
20? Can he be
Oh,
trusted?
What are you trying to detect?
I'm trying to see if he's actually sincere about everything he's been talking about so far. Like, 'cause this is a lot to throw on a bunch of people. Like, hey, by the way, you guys are gonna be the last line of defense. Do we really?
Yes, quite so.
Like, he's a really powerful dragon. He's asking us for help.
I look at Memi. We're just pawns.
Well, and we aren't ready yet to do what we need to. Of course, this is something in the future.
I don't think I have anything, but I can quickly make something from my
A trinket.
backstory.
A trinket. Anything will do.
My brother and I both have these blue gems that we carved together. And I think one of these might do the trick. Basically, it's like a blue gemstone that we had found, and we were kind of fascinated with it, so we decided to make or use that stone for parts of ourselves, to incorporate in ourselves, to show us linked in a way. And then like I'll have like a couple pebbles or like a small stone size on me still, and I'll go ahead and hand that over to him.
These will do then. If you
Correct, sorry.
Oh. Baka!
Oh,
What was. Anyways. I bring out the eye little trinket we have too.
Me.
Hmm.
And I ask him, what is this?
He takes it in his hands, and he can, like in his left hand, and he makes a gesture or two with his right hand, and you see his eyes widen a bit, and he begins to look like a very sour look on his face.
it's not mine. I promise.
It seems to be something very bad.
This is not good. And he takes and he crushes it in his hand, and he opens it and sets it ablaze, and tosses the ashes out.
I just stand there in shock, like, what the hell, dude?
Could you at least told us what it was?
A hag's eye. It's created by a coven. Allows them to spy and see through it.
Oh, okay, yes, I approve of the destruction of it.
That was a hunting trophy.
So now
It
the
was
hag
spying
could
on
see
us. So
in here.
now it could see, but an eye cannot hear. so it does not know what we spoke of, unless it can read lips.
Baka's gonna look slightly irritated. That was a hunting trophy. I should have taken
It was a spy, and now it's gone. That's a good thing for us.
Will the hag know of this location now?
You had it
Oh, no!
covered with most time.
Oh, our dragon has stuffed his face with a quail. His mouth is too full to speak.
Lachlan, you had the trinket covered as we traveled here, correct?
Wait, wasn't that also in the bag of holding? So, like, if they were tracking us, they'd be tracking us from the bag of holding, so probably didn't hear Jack. Or was that just in your pocket the entire time?
I think that's the trinket that Baka had picked up.
Frick.
I thought I was carrying it, Baka.
Oh.
Because I did a Druidcraft on it to see if it purified it or did something with it. It didn't do anything.
Hmm.
Well, we now know why.
Only we could have dispelled the magic of it.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
So is your lair
You
now
had
at
it
risk?
in your pocket, so it shouldn't have been able to see much, unless it could see through clothes.
Oh my god, if it could see through clothes, I'd just try to cover myself up. I hope it didn't see anything important.
I asked Cass. Is his lair at risk now?
It'll be fine. My magics prevent such things.
That is a good thing, so it at least wouldn't know of this place. It would have seen this place at all. It may have seen other locations when she pulled out her pocket before, but while it was in her pocket and couldn't see anything either.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Welcome back.
Is there anything else?
What
See that you managed to swallow your quail.
time is it?
What is it, August?
I asked him what time it was. Like in the day.
What kind of what?
What time it was?
Oh, what time it is?
What?
It's
Yeah,
it,
I guess your mic's like really messed up right now.
well, I think he's getting some lag out too. That's why his.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it's getting into the evening about now.
What? You kind of.
It's getting into the
You all
evening.
kind of. Into the evening? It's not too late then. August will ask him if he has anywhere he could train. Do some training. Some pole art. He wants to use the little bit of time left of the day to train.
We could train outside.
That works. Got any halberd spikes or glaives?
Yeah, there's weapons on display.
August will pick out a halberd, a glaive, and a pike, and take those with his spear outside to go train.
Okay, so what are the rest of you doing?
I'm still eating. Food's not going to consume itself.
After having Baka's probably gonna go and commune with his little devourer statue. He's like, boy, oh boy, do I have a lot to tell you?
Okay, so you guys are pretty much dispersing. Look, you do anything in particular?
Just studying the cosmic mosaic and the Ori. Nothing beyond that. But before the night ends, I go to Baka and ask for a private request, which she knows already. And then I'll cast Darkness also. Since last session or the session before that, I casted everything out of it.
Oh, did the spell story ring?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, as the group begins to disperse, Anzu, he places a hand on your shoulder, and hold on, let me pull the map up. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1 second here.
Is he whispering in my ear?
Alright, so he pulls you off to the side and guides you towards the south end of the building. Says, this way. We'll see what we can do.
Whatever you can do will be much appreciated.
He gathers a few supplies and heads into the chamber. isn't it in there? Okay, so he pulls you aside and brings you into the library. In the library, on the floor, is a set of sigils, and he begins setting up a ritual, and he sits in the center and gestures for you to join him.
I'll join him.
So he reaches out towards you and says, "Shake my hands."
I reach out and shake his hands.
As you do, he begins an incantation. And the world around you fades. And as it comes back into view, you are in a strange place. The walls and floors seem to be made of flesh.
Okay. If I look around, what does it look like?
As you look around, your brother comes into the room.
Is that you, brother?
He doesn't react to you.
Brother.
Kaft speaks
okay.
up and says,
Good.
he will not be able to see or hear you.
What is this?
I am attempting to view him while masking my presence.
Ah, I understand.
You're not physically here. As you see your brother, the chamber itself is relatively empty. He reaches into a small satchel that he has on his belt and pulls out some of the trinkets that you and he made, and he shuffles them around with one of his fingers and has a look of familiarity to him, almost in a loving way. He closes his fist tightly around them and then returns them to the satchel. And then he puts up his hand to his chest. Kaft looks intrigued. He makes a gesture and recites a small incantation. And you begin to see through his chest, and buried inside is a small orb with purple dragon shards attached to it. And you can see the little bits of vines and roots that have wrapped themselves around it, holding it in place. Kaft says, that may be the answer.
And what is it?
Dragon shards. Kyber dragon shards. It is holding some of his will. You will need to rid him of it in order to free him from its grip.
And how would I go about doing that? Ripping open his chest?
In a small way, yes.
If it must be done, I'll do what I can.
As you're standing there in the room, it seems that for a second he looks your way. And Kaft makes a quick gesture, and the world fades, and you return to the library. He stands up. He says, I believe I have something for you. He walks over to a shelf. Picks up a glowing piece of crystal. Brings it over to you. Presses it into your palm. You will have to purify it. If you can use this on him, touch it to his chest, it should release.
I understand. Is there any place in particular I should get this purified, or, well, just any purification do?
Well, what is it called? So, you know wolf.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing, only except it has Kyber dragon shards in it
Oh, okay.
instead of Ebra dragon shards. And what do you call it? You have to purify the Kyber dragon shards by pressing the stone to his chest.
Okay. So I take the stone, and then once I make contact with it to his chest, it purifies it, and then could possibly release him.
Mm-hmm.
Copy that.
Can you make an arrow out of the kyber crystal using the kyber crystal as an arrowhead, and then shoot the kyber crystal at the chest?
Doesn't matter. That's not what I'm doing. I already have a plan.
I know. I was thinking hypothetically.
Probably, yeah.
Because I don't know what's gonna happen when you actually do this. Like if it's gonna explode in holy light or something.
Well, I'm fine with whatever happens. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. If I die and it saves him, then so be it.
A noble sentiment. Now, perhaps you all should rest before the morning.
I will take that advice. Thank you for your help.
You're welcome. All right, so everybody get a long rest.
Yay!
Yay! I'm finally fully healed. But doesn't a long rest get rid of the temporary hit points?
No, this
Yep.
this lasts for 24 hours.
Okay, good.
Wait, how many
How much temporary hit
HPs?
points was that?
12.
It's just a straight up 12?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Because getting 5 from that kind of sucks.
All right. I might have a quick question.
What's that?
Just checking something first. Okay, so does the crystal he gave me, like, like while I'm holding it, does it feel different? Like, does it do anything to me while I'm holding it?
No, it doesn't.
Okay. So what I would like to do is, because I only need 6 hours for a rest. Um, After my 6 hours, I would like to start embedding what he gave me into the palm of my right hand.
Okay.
Considering I only need 4 hours of sleep, I will spend the rest of that time in meditation.
Actually, you only need to meditate for 4 hours.
Isn't a long rest like 8?
According to the official, um, uh, what do you call it?
Law.
Yeah, according to the official, you get the effects of a long rest in 4 hours.
Excellent. I'm trying to think, okay, what could I do for the rest of the time while waiting for everybody else to wake up?
How many of us actually need sleep?
Baka does.
Baka, August. You're the only two that really actually needs.
You know what? Because I've got time, and I'm assuming he's got a library, I'm gonna just read about the Undying Court.
What do you want to know about the Undying Court?
I want to know what the dragon knows about the Undying Court, because I'm sure that he would know more about the Undying Court than what I was able to learn from anybody else. Like, is there information he would specifically know about the Undying Court that I won't find in a book? An example of this is like, how did they manage to become immortal without turning evil?
Okay. Okay. So what the Undying Court is some of them are actual spirits.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are actually what is known as a Baelnorn
Mm-hmm.
lich. Baelnorn liches are sometimes known called Baelnorns were elves who chose the path of prime bound duty beyond death. These undead defenders unswervingly protect their clan and its holdings for centuries. The majority of Baelnorns were spellcasters, and they maintained their mental and magical abilities in this state, though exceptions have occurred. The method of becoming a Baelnorn was high magic or a divine ritual. Less fortunate Belnorns stored their souls in a magical receptacle called a phylactery, like liches. In some cases, Belnorns did not use phylacteries as their undead death was gifted them. Um, what it says in Rising from Last War, the elves of Arenal refused to let their greatest souls be lost to the oblivion that is Dor Urth. The wisest and most accomplished of these elves are preserved after death, becoming members of the Undying Court. The devotion of the living elves sustains the Undying Court, and the court generates a well of mystical energy that empowers their clerics. As an Aranite cleric, your spells aren't personally granted to you by a specific member of the Undying Court. Your powers flow from the court itself, allowing you to serve its will and protect your people. They are basically like a lich that's created with positive energy instead of the necrotic negative energy that is associated with a typical lich.
They're basically good liches.
And because they're carried with positive energy, they don't their mental state doesn't deteriorate like some liches do. So they don't become corrupted. They are actually go back. Let's click right here. Go to distance. Okay, so the ancient citadel houses of the Undying Court, the deathless ancestors who shaped the destiny of Arenal. Well, it is in Shame or Die where the house of the Undying Court is built atop a rift to the plane of Iran and is suffused with positive energy. Almost no commerce takes place here. The Center for Arcane Study also serves as a memorial to all heroes of the elves, both the deathless and those lost in the distant past. The citadel of the court is said to be far larger than it appears and to hold the greatest treasures of the elves. So the where the Undying Court resides is literally on top of a rift of the plane of Iran, plane of positive energy.
Would I be able to visit them?
If you ever go back to Arnal, yes.
Hmm. Is there any draconic wisdom that you could give me when it pertains to the Undying Court?
The Undying Court are protectors of their people and spiritual rulers of all the elves of Arnal. They appoint the So the twin kings, there are usually brothers and sisters.
Hmm.
These are brought from the different clans and are usually elected officials.
Do you know where those that use the phylacteries have them kept?
That would be a secret beyond.
You would know, right? You have been alive for a long time.
Yeah, but I highly doubt that's something any of them would let go of.
True.
The location. That's their life. A lich's phylactery is his most prized possession. It's the base of his immortality. There's no way in hell that any lich, good or bad, is going to let any outside source know its location willingly.
Is there any other ways to effectively cheat death?
You could become a vampire.
Yeah, but sunlight, though.
It is still immortality.
True.
Sacrifices must be made.
The only other way to obtain immortality is to become God. But that's just not something you could do.
Being a vampire. Well, considering how many times I get my butt kicked, immortality's looking pretty nice.
If I were you, I'd aim to become powerful enough to become a member of the. As an elf, you could do so.
True. Well, can you teach me how to tap into the power of the Undying Court?
One simply needs to believe in them.
What do I need to do that?
Their power flows from Irin.
I look to him. We're all right there, yeah?
Mm.
I look to him. I'll get you in touch with my cousin. She'll be able to help you with that.
Excellent.
And then you can start taking levels in cleric.
Yes. I just want one level in cleric. That's all I want. I'll still take my 2 levels in fighter.
The purpose of August Strength I had him do is to get Polar Master eventually. That combined with Warcaster is broken. Anything enters within my range of my melee weapon, I cast a spell at them.
I can already, I'm definitely not going to get my superpowered Death Touch ability until level 20, but man, is it going to be worth it. Because I'm taking all my dips early. Never hurts to have another healer.
Alright, so you guys retire for the night.
Mm-hmm.
And the next day comes. There is food set out for you in the morning.
EA press.
I'll take a bread roll.
I'm gonna take some bacon. I'm gonna split open a bread roll, put the bacon in it, and some eggs, and I'm gonna eat it.
Give me the sauce. Bacon and egg
August is
biscuit.
gonna
Yeah, basically.
fill up a plate with food. Eggs, bacon, breakfast sausage, doesn't matter what. He eats everything.
I ready. Oh, I get my rope and I notch onto the harpoon and then start back.
Okay. All right. So as you finish your meal, Kaft in his human form gestures for you to squeeze in closer to him.
I do so.
So as you all step in closer to him, he is going to cast the teleport spell.
Oh, you're there.
I look at Memmy once we get to the place, see if he loses at lunch.
Just expected at this point that I'm gonna do something. So, I assume after we finish teleporting, what do we see?
So he is. All right. So the world fades, and it comes back into view, and you arrive in a town. You are in a central area. The town around you is all built on stilts.
This is. I just. First of all, I can't even. How? Just.
The Kaft speaks up and smiles a bit. He says, "This is Zarshak, the city of stilts. It's a small city in the western edge of the Shadow Marches. Uh, it's the unofficial capital of the area. No real government here, but House Thrask does have some presence here. What we're really here for is the gatekeepers."
Oh.
as you're standing there, you see quite a few orcs moving quickly about, running towards the land edge of the town.
I see some orcs running around. Actually, I'm not sure what these are because they are ugly. Well, at least compared to me. But still, wow.
You can see some of them are carrying axes, swords, shields, clad in armor. Others are wearing robes and carrying staffs.
So can I tell if they're trying to fight something?
Is there perhaps an attack nearby?
Uh, Give me a perception check.
I'm sorry, I'm just so distracted by this stuff on stealth. I mean, also it doesn't help that. I mean, have you looked at an orc's face?
So,
Probably.
in the distance, you begin to hear the faint sounds of horns blowing.
I hear horns blowing. They are war horns. We should check out the situation.
Kaft turns to you. If the city is under attack, go deal with it. I must meet someone here.
That sounds appropriate. Let's go. The
Guys,
last
don't.
part, August, that's the party.
I immediately
Guys,
start
don't
running
live
ahead.
peaceful lives.
Do you scout ahead?
All right.
I'm gonna scout ahead. I'm gonna do it stealthily.
August is gonna cast haste, twin spell it, and I guess put on backup, give him some extra movement.
Guys, I'm not exactly Mr. Stealthy here. I'm barely a Mrs. Stealthy. I totally missed my stealth.
He's gonna start
Got stealth
following
with
behind
12.
him.
So, as you run towards the northern edge of town,
Jesus Christ.
you see the orcs gathering. There are some strange creatures attacking. They look
Can I
like
tell what kind of creatures these are?
highly doubt it.
Oh wow, things get uglier and uglier.
As soon as it's within range, I'll start throwing arrows out.
Well, while that group is engaged with uh, 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 the situation off to your left, a group of three of them start to approach you from the right.
I'll start making my way to the right to intercept.
All right, so roll for initiative.
I rolled well.
All right,
Gotta go
I'm very
fast.
hasty.
God damn it.
Baka, doesn't your shield still give you advantage?
I'm not with the. I don't have the shield equipped because I've got.
I see.
Dang it.
Alright then. Well, you still have a +2 bonus to AC, so even though you don't have the shield equipped, you can still get that AC bonus.
Yep.
You're welcome. I am spilling these.
Actually,
It's
no.
fun.
I would. After his communion with the Devourer, he would have put his. He would have taken his shield and divine spark.
That makes sense. Well, then you have an extra +2 AC bonus on top of your shield. Thanks to haste.
All right. August, what's yours?
20.
20. Buckland,
6.
16.
What is going on with my computer?
Baka.
Give me 1 sec because I should have advantage on that.
All right. Enzo.
9.
9. Mimi.
Emmy's 14.
And Baka's 10.
Well, Baka needs to roll an extra dice. He has advantage.
Oh, that's
25.
right. Nice.
Never mind,
25.
that's 25. God damn. Plus
Gotta
5.
go
Man,
fast.
When did Baka's dexterity get so high? Alert feat? That alert feat that has fear.
The alert fee gives you +5 to initiative rolls. But dexterity also affects initiative as well.
Add your dexterity bonus to initiative. Mine is a +2.
Okay.
+0.
All right, Baka.
Yay! How far away is this thing?
Yeah, they're merging out of the they're coming out of the swamps. You're about 30 feet away from you.
Oh, okay. How many of them are there that I can see in my immediate area?
3. As you scan the area, rain starts to fall from the sky.
Excellent.
I have no idea what that's going to do to the battle.
As the rain starts to fall, Baka is. He's going to run to the first one, and as he raises his divine spark in the air, he's going to call lightning.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Oh shit.
What's the area on that?
And did it do anything?
It's a 60-foot radius.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so they rolled a 17 for their dex save.
Okay. Each creature within 5 feet makes a dex save or 3d10 damage. And since it's already storming, it's going to be 4d10.
Okay.
Nice.
That will be lightning damage.
Do they take half or are you maxing it?
Hold on, let me see. I have to check. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna max it this time. I just wanted to make sure that it's something that I can keep going on my subsequent turns.
Okay, so they each take half of that. 8 damage.
Yep.
8. 8. And 8. Alright, August.
Hold on,
Yep.
sir. Hold on.
Huh?
I have more.
We got more.
You got bonus actions.
Oh.
I've got haste on me, so I've got multiple
Yeah.
actions.
Oh,
Yep.
sweet mother of God.
Yes.
Your second action can be a single weapon attack, dash, disengage, or hide. Yep, hide or use an object.
What I'm going to do is, I'm gonna, after he's already casted Call Lightning with his charged up hammer, he's just gonna swing down on the first creature.
Okay.
Holding Divine Spark in both hands. He's not worried about protecting himself. He is full on wrath.
That's a hit.
Dope. And yeah, that's gonna be it this time around.
Okay. Now we move to August.
Yep. With 60 feet of movement, because my movement is doubled from haste, can I get to a position where I have the enemies in a line?
Yeah.
Good. I'll go there. I'll stand in front of next to one enemy in the line on one end of the line. I'll cast Lightning Bolt, quicken spell it, so that it's a bonus action. That'll be a DC 17 dex save.
Alright, so they take 19 damage.
Yep. And then the one I'm in front of, I'll attack 3 times with gun, using both of my actions. Does a 15 hit?
Yes.
Okay, so that's 29 damage so far. And another 15, 44 damage total on that one I attack. 3 hits.
16, 15. No, wait. 16, 13 is 29. And that's
Another 15 is 44.
44. Okay.
And that is my turn.
Alright, that one's actually bloodied. All right, Lachlan.
Okay. How far are they?
They haven't moved yet, so 30 feet.
How many are grouped up?
They're probably about 10 feet apart.
And there's still 3, yeah?
Yeah.
I hold my bow in my hand. Guide me, my queen. I let loose an arrow, and then it splits into thousands. I use conjure volley from the bow. 40-foot radius, 20 feet high, everything in front of me. They have to make a DC 16 or take half. Full would be, let's see, 39.
Okay, well, they take 39 damage. That's
Nice.
Okay. Are they still up?
yeah, they're still up, but that means given the space, Baka and August need to make dex save too.
$20.
Well, R.I.P.
Wow.
So would I take half?
Yeah.
19 damage to me. And I have to make a constitution save. I mean, concentration check.
Haste.
Because of haste. The haste that's on me and Baka. So it's 10 or half of the damage I took, whichever is higher, so it would be 10, DC 10. That should be. I gotta roll a 4 or higher. Oh yeah, easy.
Right.
Oh, I also have advantage on concentration checks, so
All right, Lachlan. Anything else?
Let me figure out his spell list.
But they're quite
So,
fast. So you
I'm gonna use
yeah.
healing word. Rot's gonna move towards Baka and cast healing word for 3d4 plus 2. Sorry, Baka.
It's okay. He's in the moment.
That's gonna end my turn.
Don't mind me, I'm trying to be angsty over here.
All right, that ends your turn. Mimi.
I'm going to. I have a 60-foot movement. This is ridiculous. I'm going to attack the one that's really bloodied up.
Mm-hmm.
And as I walk to it, I'm just going to whisper to myself, "Take the pain you've built up. Make it a spike and make it a spike and drive into the monsters before you. Remember the pain you pushed away and push it into them. act in a way that causes negative emotions to be built up into a wellspring. You are the princess they have to save. You're the weakest here, surrounded by monsters. Research going nowhere fast. Negative emotions become my spear and stun these fools. Fucking yes! I got a crit! Immediately after saying that! Yes! Yes!
Nice.
Oh my. Sorry, sis. Yeah, but you didn't do an epic stage before you.
That kills that one.
Oh yes! I did an epic speech, then rolled the dice and landed a crit. In that order. That was so fucking sweet. And I killed the creature too. Alright. So, don't think I'm topping that tonight. I'm just gonna go over to the other one and hit it with my short sword, because I can attack twice on my action. The 14 hit.
Yes.
And it's gonna get stunning striked.
Hold on. Con save?
Con save 16. I assume that it's still standing.
It's not stunned if your DC is 16.
Alright. And I'm going to use my Flurry of Blows. And we're going to 19 hits, and this is going to try to knock it prone. Dex saving throw of 16.
Alright. It's prone.
And now I'll have an advantage on the attack. For another 7 damage.
Alrighty.
And everyone who attacks this, they will have advantage on their melee attacks because it is prone.
Alright. Now it's their turn. Alright. Baka, the one that was you were attacking, attacks you.
I guess so.
And it makes 3 attacks.
Lucky I got hit already.
I'm sorry.
That's in 17, 21, and a 13.
Baka's gonna cast shield.
Okay.
From the badge, I suppose.
Maybe the one that you were attacking. Oh, what did I just do?
Oh no, you know what? I'm using it for my badge, not my actual spell. But I don't know how to add.
Ooh. Alright, so that 18 will hit. Alright, so 24 hits, right?
24 does hit.
So that is
So I've got something as a reaction to
1d 8 plus 3 plus 1d8. What?
An 18 doesn't hit. My AC is 19.
It's plus 6 to hit.
Okay. Gotcha. Only one of those will hit me.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, 11 damage.
And you are now grappled.
Okay. Does that grappling require a saving throw at all?
It there isn't a DC for escaping, but you have to use your action to try to do that.
All right.
Ready? That takes us to Anzu.
At your end of your turn, Rot's gonna fire off one attack with the his short bow as a legendary action. Nope.
Well, sadness.
Okay. Anzu will charge the enemy that is attacking Baka. And make 2 unarmed strikes. Does 18 hit?
And 18 does hit.
For 7 damage. Does an 11 hit?
No.
Dang. Then I guess bonus action flurry blows. That's 6 and 19.
Yeah, those hit.
Or 17 damage.
17 damage.
It will end my turn.
Alright, that one goes down. Alright, Baka?
So there's only the one left.
Yeah.
Baka will continue the lightning.
It's the one right in front of you.
So he's got to make a sweet save.
Oh, yeah. Oh. 24 damage. Alright, it's hanging on.
Then I'm gonna strike it with my hammer.
That's a hit. It's still alive though. Not by much, but August.
Yep. I'm gonna finish it off just by stabbing.
29. Yep, that's it.
17 damage. And now it's dead.
Yep, right.
So we killed all three of them then?
Yep. Alright, so as you finish off the last of them, a stirring begins in the swamp beyond, and out of the water arises a large creature. It's fish-like and has these tendrils coming out of it. It stares you down with its eyes and moves to attack.
Approximately how far?
My turn was not over. I still have things I could do. When I make my attack action, I get two attacks.
Okay. Alright, so it's going to act on initiative count 12 in the next round.
Alright.
Well, actually, it's in route, so it's going to be before Anzu.
So it's not within normal range of everybody else.
No, it's a little bit further in, so about another 30 feet out.
Okay, well, in that time, could I take a few pot shots?
Well, it is still technically August's turn.
Okay.
Yeah. If I can stand somewhere next to it, I'll attack it.
Alright, you're going to start moving into the swamp, though, and it's going to become difficult terrain.
Well, good thing I hadn't moved yet, and I have 60 feet. So it'll be half to my normal movement, 30 feet.
Yeah.
So I can get to it. It'll attack.
26.
And then, with my second action, another attack. That's a very little damage on that one. And then bonus action, let's see. Should I quicken spell or do something? Ding. I think I will hit it with a quicken spells. Ooh, I have an interesting pick. I'm gonna cast Thunderstep as a bonus action. And I'll get hit with that.
All right. Before. All right. Hold on. Let's. Some things are gonna happen here. Okay. So you did 8 damage, 9 damage, 9 damage.
13 plus 9, 20 total was my weapon attacks.
Hold on. Okay. All right. Let me.
And there's an extra 4 lightning damage added on to that thunder step.
Has how much? Okay.
That. Just extra for that. And it has to make the con save. The 4 damage is separate from the damage I make to save.
So 9 damage. All right. Before that, Thunderwave.
That's that says thunder wave. That's not right. I'm casting thunder step.
All right.
The Avrite does not have it. It's 3d10 damage, but the DC is the same.
All right. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, and that one. Well, that's not good.
On a failure, the creature is diseased for 1d4 hours.
Well, that's not good. Is I cannot find.
All right. So a set of gills pop out of your neck, and you start choking.
A set of gills.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then. I guess I want to dive into the water. I'm just gonna drop. After I teleport behind it with my thunder step, I'm just gonna drop into the water.
Did I just watch my friend turn into a Magikarp?
All right. Hold on. So he needs to make a dex save, right?
It's a con save.
Con save.
I rolled terrible. I rolled terrible damage.
Okay, he gets +6. Does it take half?
Yeah, he passes. He passes.
Does he take half?
DC is. Yeah, he takes half.
Right, roll the.
I rolled 7 on the damage. It's 3d10.
Oh, okay. So he takes.
He takes 3
damage. Oh, and you get the extra lightning damage. What was that?
That was 4.
4. So it's total of 7.
Yeah.
All right. Augusta, in your turn.
Yep. After I teleport, I end up in the water with my new gills.
All right, Lachlan.
Was not expecting.
I'll use my ring of spell storing to cast darkness on me.
Mm-hmm.
And then Action Surge and sorry, I got hair. I'll use my Omen and then I'll shoot 2 sharpshooter shots at the creature.
Okay. Three d20. Oh, you got Elven accuracy.
Damn straight. So 24 on one and then 25 on the other.
Yeah, those hit.
Good job.
Yeah, they both hit. For 43 damage. Ouch.
That's good damage.
And then Rot will continue healing Baka for another 3rd level healing spell.
Alright, as you're ending your turn, it's gonna make use a legendary action and make an attack against August.
Alright. I'm underwater and my AC is 25.
So it just critted.
That it did.
Which is
Ouch.
66 plus 5.
And what type of damage is this?
I believe this is bludgeoning damage.
I was hoping it was some type of elemental damage.
Bludgeoning damage. As it swipes its
Ouch.
spins around and smacks you with its tail.
Ow. 66 plus 5? Oh, it's actually not that much. I thought it'd be more. Only 24. I'm fine. So I need to make a DC 12 con save for my concentration. Oh, easy. And I have advantage. I don't even need the advantage. Well, my haste still lives. Wish shield eliminates crits though. If it did, I could shield it then, not take the him.
Alright, so Luckland, you ended your turn.
Yes, sir.
Alright, Millie.
Alright. How far away am I from this creepy, crawly creature of doom?
30 feet.
I'm always 30 feet.
But from here on, it is difficult terrain, so.
Ignore difficult terrain.
Oh wait, you can run on top of water.
Yeah, well, I also have the mobile feat.
So you just don't care about difficult.
What is this difficult terrain you speak of? Everything is normal to me.
Also, due to my cloak with the manta ray, I have a swimming speed.
Oh my goodness.
So I was forced in the water. It doesn't hurt me.
Alright, man.
It'll literally.
You make an attack. You make an attacks.
I have to move towards it. I might as well. Alright, I'm gonna move towards this creepy crawly creature of doom, and I'm gonna start swinging. No epic speech this time. I don't think I'm actually gonna get a crit. Son of a bitch!
And I was like, wait, god damn.
I should have.
Insert epic speech here.
I will. I'm gonna do stunning strike on it.
I need to make a Constitution save.
I'm
Then
hitting it
you're
with my
gonna get
short
this
sword.
now. I hit with my spear and I got a Constitution.
Weird.
You grow gills.
I'm gonna grow gills then. But does my stunning strike
Join
still work?
me.
For 4
Yeah.
hours, you can only breathe water.
That's fine. I'll hold my breath.
Alright, Constitution save. Oh yeah, he gets +6. For
I'll happily hold my breath while I'm attacking this thing.
you don't have to
Screw the gills. So, I assume he fails his con save,
Yeah.
is now stunned, meaning that I have advantage on attacks against him. About another crit.
Seriously?
God damn.
I'm channeling
You-
all my negative emotions into these fights.
You
I have
went
built up
pretty good.
days worth of
Adbrai
negative
loves you
emotions.
today. Adbrai loves you today. I loved your speech. That's why.
It totally does. It's still stunned, so I might as well, attack it with my fist. Oh my god.
More advantage. Watch you crit both punches too.
I'm gonna use my flurry of blows.
And then on top of stunning strike, you can impose other effects to it. Like you could take away its reactions until your next turn.
It's stunned. It can't even take reactions.
True.
So
you
yeah,
can the other open palm.
I'm gonna have it make a dexterity saving throw that it can't make, so now it's prone.
Yay, double advantage on attacks against it.
Everything's above 20 for me right now, so but another 6 damage to its face, and everything else gets advantage on their attacks against it. While I'm still holding my breath.
Alright, is that in your turn?
I'm gonna just use the rest of my movement speed to drop into the water now and take a breath.
Eat.
I'm yeeting myself into the water.
Just like I did, except I did it through teleportation.
Yeah.
Thunderstep. That was just good timing.
Alright, so it's done until the end of your next turn.
Yep.
So,
Meaning it can't even do anything.
Answer?
I am going to go to the thing to attack it. With 2 unarmed strikes. Key point. Flurry of blows.
So 4 unarmed attacks this turn.
Hit it again.
And
Remember, all of these have advantage.
80-20. Oh, a crit. Good.
Oh, it's a crit!
And a 29. And another 29. Oh,
Guys are
but
rolling good.
that did not happen. That did not happen, right? Roll another d20. See if you get better than an 8.
Yeah, because remember, even your flurry of blows, unarmed attacks have advantage.
Nope, you didn't get better than an 8, so just.
Well,
So a crit, 2 hits, and maybe a hit? I don't know if an 8.
they all hit.
Okay.
And don't forget, your other unarmed attack has advantage too. You're welcome. I did this for us all.
4 hits and 1 is a crit. Roll that damage.
Oh my god, this is going to be so much damage.
Does Anzu get gills?
He doesn't need to breathe.
True. So it wouldn't matter even if he did.
Yeah.
But does he still have to make the con save?
What's
I
it?
just want to see if he gets the gills.
It-
They don't affect him, but does he get them?
Isn't he immune to disease?
I thought so.
Well, if
Yes,
he is, then
I'm immune to disease.
okay. So yeah, you don't get gills. Send it. You did not join the squad. I wonder if
44
Bach is
damage.
also going to get gills.
Alright, so as Ansu runs up and begins pummeling this creature in his flurry of blows, he kills it.
Nice.
What, no epic speech, man? At least I had one before I critted.
That thing didn't even live around.
I just go up to it, do like a roundhouse kick to the face as I come up, and then drop a knee, then 2 haymakers, and then just turn around and start walking away.
And
As you
came
do
up,
that, just
Shoryuken! Just freaking uppercutted the shit out of it.
Yes, you did. So that was an aboleth.
Wow.
less than a round and we killed an avalanche. God damn. That
So
poor
I'm just gonna
avalanche.
hang out in this water for the next, 4 hours?
Yeah, same with me. During that time, my haste will wear off and me and Baka for 1 round will be immobilized.
And you gain a level of exhaustion.
Yep. Haste has
It'll
downsides.
probably also wear off by the time this does.
As long as I take it.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yep.
No, it doesn't say anything about exhaustion. It
Does
just says when the spell ends, the target can't move or take actions until after its next turn, as a wave of lethargy sweeps over it. Just tired, not exhausted though.
Huh. I don't know where I got that from.
I thought that too.
You got that from the Barbarian's Berserker class. One where after
No.
its rage, it's the exhaustion.
I mean, I know about that. I just thought that
Hey.
the hay spell did that too, but I don't guess.
Hey, I thought so too.
Mhm.
So funny, a shaving of licorice root.
Mm-hmm.
a Shabian. Look, we're gonna shoot that formerly the material component to this thing.
So, as
It's just that I make that super fast.
your battle with the aboleth concludes, you can see the Diorc shirt finishing up fighting the other creatures. What do you guys do?
It's definitely not been 4 hours, so I might need to consult the doctor.
Are they still fighting or no? I don't mind wasting a few arrows to help them out.
They're finishing up their thing.
Okay.
Some of the ones in the back realize that the fight's done, so they're starting to withdraw a little bit.
Well, Rod's gonna go over to Baka and just level 1 healing word.
Oh, beautiful.
I can use healing too.
Baka's going to turn to Lucklin as the thunderstorm fades, and he's gonna just shrug. I was told the storm was coming. Didn't realize that arrows were part of the forecast.
You don't say August will call over from the water.
I'm just gonna, glide through the water on my back and be like, guys, I got gills. What do we do?
Playing with a arrow in my hand. Well, you never know what type of rain it might be.
Whatever rain it is, I can make the rain stop. And when August says that, he makes the rain stop in 20-foot radius around him.
I use Druidcraft to see the weather for the next 24 hours also.
It's gonna rain.
Dope.
More rain.
I can shut off the rain within a
Refreshed.
20-foot
This is his
radius of
weather.
me whenever
This
I
is
want.
his home.
Just an action.
And he's going to plop into the water. Because why not?
All right. So, as you guys do that, Kaft comes over.
I look at him. You were useless.
He wasn't even here.
Well,
He teleported with us.
And then he went somewhere else to meet someone while we dealt with the enemies.
My statement still stands.
He laughs a bit and says, "Seems you ran into a bit of a trouble, but you handled it fairly well." And
I raise an eyebrow and then just walk next to Anzu.
he is going to cast Lesser Restoration on you guys.
Yay, I can breathe air again. When he does that, I'll walk out the water and I'll dry my clothes by going over them with precipitation.
Yay, I'm no longer a fish, but I'm so wet.
Wet for who?
The aboleth made me wet.
Oh, so into tentacle.
I'm just gonna look at this dragon and go, why did attacking it give me gills?
He peers around you and looks at the corpse of the aboleth. Uh, it has a slimy mucus that covers it.
Gross. Was there any way we could have avoided turning into, you know,
Not get
killed?
close to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. As long as you don't attack it within 5 feet of it. And as long as it's not underwater.
Yeah, if it's out of the water, you're fine.
Kaft says, well, anyway, I have someone for you to meet. If you'll follow me this way.
I follow.
I follow.
Alright, so
I'm gonna follow you after I get out of the water.
he takes you back into the town. And you follow him across some bridges and through a couple of areas where houses are at, and over a final bridge where a single platform lies, and on it is a single house. Just inside now.
I go inside.
As you enter inside, the space is cozy and warm, but rather sparse in decoration. There are bits of plants drying about. You can see planters with things growing in them. And in a chair next to the fire sits an orc. Cat speaks up and says, "This is Kier. He has something for you."
Oh, what is this?
I introduce myself. Hello, Kier. I am Lucklin Rowe.
I am August Main and still a Rakar. That is impossible.
The orc pulls his attention away from the fire with his hand gripping a staff, stands up, says, "Greetings. I understand that you are looking for answers."
Indeed.
Well, I do not have all of them. I can tell you that I need you to go see a sage. He's been around for quite a while longer than I have. You'll need to go north into the swamp. There we have some wards set up. I understand he's been having some trouble as late. If you can solve it for him, he'll give you the answers you need.
Is that so? Well, then we'll go see.
And with that, we can end it for the night.
Yay!